158.6 pounds. Wearing blue trunks with black trim, he brings a record of 16 wins, 3 losses, 6 of those victories coming by way of knockout. From Cordoba, Argentina, Gonzalo El Mago Coria. Fighting out of the red corner, he weighed in at 159.6 pounds. Wearing gold trunks with black trim, he brings a perfect record, 8 wins, no losses, 4 victories coming by way of knockout. He is a 2016 Olympian, the WBO number 4 ranked middleweight contender, the reigning WBO global middleweight champion. From Zilandi, Kazakhstan, Zhanibek, Kazakhstan, Alimkhanuly.
Gentlemen, I gave you guys your instruction in the dressing room. I expect a clean, fair fight, start to finish, and protect yourself at all times. Te di las instrucciones en el camerino, que en una pelea libre y protéjase siempre. Let's do this. Good luck.
Kazakhstan, and fought for his native country as a 2016 Olympian, but he lives and trains in Southern California, in Oxnard, California. He's with Buddy McGirt, and Buddy is very high on what the future holds for Alimkhanuly. Goes right to the body with a left hand against Coria.
Stop! Stop!
Now, for some reason, it looked like Coria is a little dry to me. His back, and really not a lot of sweat. Like he hasn't warmed up. He threw a left hand to begin with and caught Alimkhanuly coming in.
Two southpaws matching up here. Coria, the 4-year pro from Argentina. This is his first fight in the United States.
And Tess, you said 2 southpaws. A lot of times we don't get 2 southpaws. You get the orthodox fighter in the southpaw. But, you know, it's like the southpaw looking in the mirror. You know, it's very uncommon for 2 southpaws to face one another. So things may be a little difficult, but the amateur experience, I believe, of Alimkhanuly is going to serve him in this fight.
Alimkhanuly's doing the right thing right now. We talked to Coria yesterday, and if you read his bio, he tells you right straight away that my father, he taught me how to box. I don't want to slug. I don't want to do all that. And Alimkhanuly also likes to box, but he knows that he's facing a boxer tonight, so that's why he's pressing. He's doing the right thing in this first round.
Wait! Stop!
Another reason why Alimkhanuly is pressing is because he doesn't feel threatened. Coria doesn't have punching power. And a lot of times when guys don't feel the power from their opponent, they're willing to walk through punches and take more risk.
I don't even think Coria landed a shot yet, Tim. How does he know he doesn't have?
Oh, there's a big left hand from Alimkhanuly that scores the knockdown with a minute to go here in round 1.
7. Hey, ¿está bien? Anda para acá. ¿Quieres seguir? Dame. Box.
8-0, 4 knockouts, looking to make a splash here with TV coverage before our world title fight. Patiently goes to the body.
Bringing everything behind the jab, Tess.
Nearly caught him with the right hook right there.
Ton of fundamental flaws from Coria. You know, you got to keep the opposite hand up. If you're going to throw a shot, keep the opposite hand up. And when he was knocked down, you can see clearly he had dropped his hand.
Big first round for Zhanibek Alimkhanuly.
Alimkhanuly's been stalking Coria this whole first round. As soon as Coria opens up right there, he leads with his head, and Alimkhanuly just times him. He doesn't really make a major move. He just turns it over, and the impact of the punch and from Coria rushing in like that gave the type of impact where you see the kind of reaction that you got. And he didn't even turn it. I'm talking Alimkhanuly didn't turn the shot over. It kind of grazed him. That's why Coria got up and was able to continue. If he turns that shot over, we may have a different result.
And landed on the chin. If it went on the chin, it would have been probably lights out.
All right.
Seconds out.
In the final instructions from Buddy McGirt, former world champion himself. We asked Buddy, how do you deal with the translation? Got a guy from Kazakhstan. He said, listen, he gives me the look. He knows. And if there's trouble, I look to his brother.
He said he understands boxing terms.
That's a whole language.
Yeah, universal language of boxing.
See Coria trying to get going. He didn't get a chance to even think, much less land a punch in that first round. He's got to start getting going. He's got to get his engine revving, or this fight will not last long.
See, the interesting thing is that Coria is landing the straight left hand. There's no pop on it, but he's still able to land it because Alimkhanuly, he's used to right hands coming his way, so he moves his head over to the left. He's not used to fighting southpaws.
There's a home for that left hand again. Told you, tremendous amateur career, was a 2016 Olympian, made it to the quarters. Lost to the eventual bronze medalist, had 300 wins in his amateur career, was a 9-time Kazakh national champ, 2-time Asian Games champ. And 4 years a pro. Was coming off a long layoff, hadn't fought since November 9th of 2019. First round back, scores a knockdown. Let's check in with Bernardo Osuna.
Juan Carlos Del Greco, who has been training Coria for the last 4 years, told me, look, he wasn't hurt. It was a good shot, but he's not hurt. I want him to move his head, move his waist, and more importantly, move towards the right hand of Zhanibek. Stay away from the left.
And he's circling to his left right now.
And he's having some success. He's landed a few straight left hands, and you slowly are starting to see Coria wake up. You know, sometimes a fighter just comes out slow in that first round, and they got the deer in the headlights type of looks where they're only allowing their opponent to dictate. And that knockdown, I think, woke Coria up just a little bit.
Well, interesting to say, you know, listen, making his U.S. debut, comes out slow start. You mentioned he looked dry to you, Tim, and then he's hitting the floor in the first round.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta take your time. You know, ooh, my goodness, those some good shots right there. You know, Zhanibek, he is fantastic in transition. What I mean from transition, what I mean about that is from offense to defense and back to offense. When things are coming towards him, he finds a way to land his offense. Wow. Oh.
Another big shot there with the left hand.
He's hurt.
But look at it was as Coria was throwing a shot, he found the opening.
Oh, and there's a short right hand and a devastating knockdown. Puts him under the bottom rope. He is laid out, face down. It's over. Big power from Alimkhanuly to move to 9-0. He heard him moments before the devastating knockout punch. And what a thudding, viper-like blow it was. A wrecking ball just hit Coria. 2 rounds, and he landed over 50% of his power punches. The last, the most devastating. Already ranked in the top 10 of 2 of the organizations at 160 pounds. You talk to his team, and they will tell you they want the fast track. They say, we are ready to fight for a world title. 27 years old, keep in mind. Had a very long amateur career. See the Hall of Famer Buddy McGirt undoing the wraps. And you know, he hasn't exactly been facing limited competition. His 8 previous opponents have a combined record of 160, 42, and 6. Alimkhanuly, part of Egis Klimas's stable. Of course, the same stable that has the 3-division world champion Vasily Lomachenko, Alexander Vozdik, and Kaviaskis.
Look, first of all, you gotta warm up in the dressing room, especially if you haven't been in the ring in over a year. And Alimkhanuly set up his offense, punching in between. Like I said, he's great in transition. He's able to find offense in between the eye of the storm. As you can see, Coria throwing punches, he's throwing shots and he's throwing them back, but just the seam precision and the concentration that Alimkhanuly has is fantastic. Fantastic boxing ability. I believe he could be ready. I like what I saw tonight from him.
Right, I'm not going to say he's ready. I think he still needs more polish. You know, the middleweight division is stacked right now, and I'm not sure which one of those guys will even fight Alimkhanuly. But you know, he did what I said in the first, what he should have did in the first round. He landed a shot that was kind of grazing, and Coria got up. That time he turned the left hand over. Coria just started slow. He tried to wake up. He landed a few left hands. But even in that corner, to the young fighters out there, you never exchange in a corner with your back to the ropes with your chin in the air, because that can happen.
And then you look at the CompuBox numbers, and you realize when you get an accurate power puncher, you get early evenings like this. In that first round, he threw 16 power punches, landed 7, but then 13 of 23 in that second round when he finished it off, landing 51% of his power punches for the second round knockout. Let's make it official. Here's Mark Chinook.
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside the MGM Grand, this bout comes to a conclusion at 2 minutes, 59 seconds of round number 2. For your winner by knockout, Zhanibek, Kazakh style,